PVC conduit can be installed through a fire-rated wall, but adherence to the fire code and the authority having jurisdiction-specific requirements is crucial. Generally, this involves encasing the PVC conduit within a fire-rated sleeve or utilizing a fire-rated wrap system. The purpose of these systems is to maintain the integrity of the fire-rated wall by preventing the passage of fire and smoke through the opening created for the conduit. Fire-rated walls are designed to compartmentalize a building, slowing the spread of fire and providing valuable time for evacuation and fire suppression. Penetrations in these walls compromise their effectiveness unless properly addressed. The selection of the appropriate fire-stopping method, whether a sleeve or a wrap, depends on several factors including the size and type of conduit, the fire resistance rating of the wall, and the specific products approved for use by the authority having jurisdiction. Fire-rated sleeves are typically rigid metal tubes that are inserted into the wall opening before the conduit is run through them. The annular space between the conduit and the sleeve is then filled with a fire-stopping material that expands when exposed to heat, sealing the penetration. Fire-rated wraps, on the other hand, are flexible materials that are wrapped around the conduit at the point where it penetrates the wall. These wraps also expand when exposed to heat, forming a fire-resistant barrier. When installing PVC conduit through a fire-rated wall, firstly consult the local building and fire codes to determine the specific requirements for fire-stopping penetrations. These codes will specify the required fire resistance rating of the wall, the approved methods for fire stopping, and any limitations on the size or type of conduit that can be used. Secondly, select a fire-stopping system that is listed and labeled for use with PVC conduit and that meets the fire resistance rating of the wall. Ensure that the system is installed according to the manufacturer's instructions. This may involve preparing the wall opening, installing the sleeve or wrap, and applying the fire-stopping material. Thirdly, carefully inspect the installation to ensure that all gaps and voids are completely filled with fire-stopping material. Any gaps or voids can compromise the effectiveness of the fire-stopping system. Fourthly, document the installation, including the type of fire-stopping system used, the date of installation, and the name of the installer. This documentation may be required for inspections or future maintenance. Fifthly, consider the specific requirements for electrical installations in fire-rated walls. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides guidelines for the installation of electrical wiring and equipment in fire-rated assemblies. These guidelines address issues such as the grounding of metal conduits and the spacing of boxes and fittings. When installing PVC conduit through a fire-rated wall, it is important to maintain the separation between electrical circuits and other building systems. This can be achieved by using separate sleeves or wraps for each system or by installing barriers between the systems within the wall cavity. Furthermore, it is important to ensure that the installation does not compromise the structural integrity of the wall. Avoid drilling large holes or making other modifications that could weaken the wall. If necessary, consult with a structural engineer to ensure that the installation is structurally sound. The authority having jurisdiction plays a critical role in ensuring the safety of buildings and their occupants. This authority is responsible for enforcing the building and fire codes and for approving the methods and materials used for fire-stopping penetrations. Before beginning any work on a fire-rated wall, it is essential to consult with the authority having jurisdiction to determine the specific requirements for the project. This may involve submitting plans and specifications for review and obtaining a permit before starting work. The authority having jurisdiction may also conduct inspections during and after the installation to ensure that the work is done in accordance with the code. The authority having jurisdiction also has the authority to grant variances or exceptions to the code in certain circumstances. If it is not possible to comply with the code requirements, it may be possible to obtain a variance from the authority having jurisdiction. However, variances are typically granted only in cases where there is a compelling reason and where the proposed alternative provides an equivalent level of safety. Fire-rated sleeves offer a robust solution for maintaining the fire resistance of walls when penetrations are necessary for conduit. These sleeves, typically made of steel, are designed to be inserted into the wall opening prior to the installation of the conduit. The space between the conduit and the sleeve is then filled with the fire-stopping material, creating a seal that prevents the passage of fire and smoke. Selecting the appropriate fire-rated sleeve involves considering several factors. Firstly, the diameter of the conduit must be matched to the inner diameter of the sleeve, ensuring a snug fit that minimizes the gap to be filled with fire-stopping material. Secondly, the length of the sleeve should be sufficient to accommodate the thickness of the wall, providing adequate support and stability. Thirdly, the fire resistance rating of the sleeve must match or exceed the fire resistance rating of the wall. This rating, typically expressed in IROs, indicates the amount of time the sleeve can withstand exposure to fire without failing. Installation of a fire-rated sleeve involves several steps. Firstly, the wall opening must be prepared to the correct size and shape to accommodate the sleeve. Secondly, the sleeve is inserted into the opening and secured in place using appropriate fasteners or anchors. Thirdly, the conduit is run through the sleeve, ensuring that it is properly aligned and supported. Fourthly, the annular space between the conduit and the sleeve is filled with fire-stopping material according to the manufacturer's instructions. Fire-rated wraps provide an alternative to sleeves, offering a flexible and versatile solution for fire-stopping conduit penetrations. These wraps consist of intumescent materials that expand when exposed to heat, creating a char that seals the penetration and prevents the passage of fire and smoke. Selecting the appropriate fire-rated wrap involves considering several factors. Firstly, the diameter of the conduit must be matched to the width of the wrap, ensuring adequate coverage and sealing. Secondly, the fire resistance rating of the wrap must match or exceed the fire resistance rating of the wall. Thirdly, the wrap must be compatible with the conduit material, ensuring that it will adhere properly and maintain its integrity over time. Installation of a fire-rated wrap involves several steps. Firstly, the conduit is cleaned and prepared to ensure proper adhesion of the wrap. Secondly, the wrap is applied to the conduit at the point of penetration, overlapping the edges to create a continuous seal. Thirdly, the wrap is secured in place using tape or other fasteners. Fourthly, the wrap is inspected to ensure that it is properly installed and that there are no gaps or voids. Maintaining the fire resistance of walls requires ongoing inspection and maintenance of fire-stopping systems. These systems can be damaged by physical impact, exposure to moisture, or deterioration of the fire-stopping materials. Regularly inspect fire-rated sleeves and wraps to ensure that they are in good condition and that there are no signs of damage or deterioration. Replace any damaged or deteriorated components promptly to maintain the integrity of the fire-stopping system. In addition to sleeves and wraps, other fire-stopping methods can be used to protect conduit penetrations and fire-rated walls. These methods include fire-rated sealants, putties, and foams. These materials are designed to fill the gaps and voids around the conduit, creating a seal that prevents the passage of fire and smoke. The selection of the appropriate fire-stopping method depends on the specific application and the requirements of the authority having jurisdiction. Fire-rated sealants are typically used to seal small gaps and cracks around conduit penetrations. These sealants are applied using a caulking gun or other applicator and are designed to expand when exposed to heat, filling the gaps and creating a fire-resistant barrier. Fire-rated putties are pliable materials that can be molded around conduit penetrations to create a fire-resistant seal. These putties are typically used in areas where there are irregular shapes or surfaces. Fire-rated foams are expanding foams that are sprayed into the gaps and voids around conduit penetrations. These foams expand to fill the space, creating a fire-resistant barrier. When selecting a fire-stopping method, it is important to consider the following factors. Firstly, the fire resistance rating of the wall. Secondly, the size and type of conduit. Thirdly, the size and shape of the penetration. Fourthly, the environmental conditions such as temperature and humidity. And fifthly, the compatibility of the fire-stopping material with the conduit material. It is also important to ensure that the fire-stopping material is listed and labeled for use in the specific application. Listed and labeled products have been tested and certified by a third-party testing laboratory to meet specific performance standards. In addition to selecting the appropriate fire-stopping method, it is also important to ensure that the installation is done correctly. The installation should be performed by a qualified installer who is familiar with the fire code and the manufacturer's instructions. The installer should carefully follow the manufacturer's instructions and should inspect the installation to ensure that it is done correctly. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides specific requirements for the installation of electrical wiring and equipment in fire-rated walls. These requirements are designed to ensure that the electrical system does not compromise the fire resistance of the wall. The NEC requires that all electrical boxes and fittings installed in fire-rated walls be listed and labeled for use in fire-rated assemblies. The NEC also requires that the annular space between the conduit and the wall opening be filled with a fire-stopping material. The NEC provides specific requirements for the type of fire-stopping material that can be used depending on the fire resistance rating of the wall and the type of conduit. In addition to the NEC requirements, local building codes may also impose additional requirements for the installation of electrical wiring and equipment in fire-rated walls. It is important to consult with the local building department to determine the specific requirements for the project. Installing PVC conduit through a fire-rated wall requires careful planning and execution to ensure that the fire resistance of the wall is maintained. By following the steps outlined above and consulting with the authority having jurisdiction, it is possible to install PVC conduit through a fire-rated wall safely and effectively. Remember to always prioritize safety and compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. The use of fire-rated materials and proper installation techniques are crucial for protecting lives and property in the event of a fire. The selection of appropriate materials for fire stopping is crucial in maintaining the integrity of fire-rated walls and preventing the spread of fire. When choosing materials, firstly, ensure they are specifically designed and tested for fire-stopping applications. Secondly, consider the material's compatibility with PVC conduit, as some may degrade or react negatively with the plastic. Thirdly, verify that the selected materials meet or exceed the fire resistance rating required by local building codes. Fourthly, pay attention to the material's expansion properties when exposed to heat, as intumescent materials are designed to expand and seal gaps effectively. Fifthly, ensure that the materials are easy to install and maintain, reducing the risk of improper installation and future failures. Authorities having jurisdiction may have specific requirements or approved lists of fire-stopping materials, so it is essential to consult with them before making any decisions. Proper installation is just as important as the materials themselves. Firstly, thoroughly clean the surfaces around the conduit penetration to remove any dust, debris, or contaminants that could prevent proper adhesion of the fire-stopping material. Secondly, carefully follow the manufacturer's instructions for installing the chosen fire-stopping system, paying attention to details such as the required thickness or number of wraps. Thirdly, ensure that all gaps and voids around the conduit are completely filled with the fire-stopping material, leaving no path for fire or smoke to pass through. Fourthly, inspect the installation to confirm that it is secure and properly sealed, making any necessary adjustments or repairs. Fifthly, document the installation, including the materials used, the date of installation, and the name of the installer, for future reference and inspection purposes. Regular inspections are necessary to ensure that fire-stopping systems continue to function effectively over time. Schedule periodic inspections of fire-rated walls, especially after any renovations or modifications that may have disturbed the fire-stopping systems. Look for signs of damage, deterioration, or improper installation, such as cracks, gaps, or missing materials. Take prompt action to repair or replace any damaged or deteriorated fire-stopping materials, following the manufacturer's instructions and consulting with a qualified professional if needed. Keep accurate records of all inspections, maintenance, and repairs for compliance purposes. Fire-rated walls are an essential component of building safety, designed to compartmentalize a building and prevent the spread of fire and smoke. Maintaining the integrity of these walls is crucial for protecting lives and property. Remember that fire-stopping systems are not a one-time installation, but rather an ongoing responsibility. By selecting the right materials, installing them properly, and conducting regular inspections, you can help ensure that fire-rated walls continue to provide the protection they are designed to offer. In addition to the physical aspects of fire stopping, it is also important to consider the human element. Educate building occupants about the importance of fire-rated walls and the need to avoid damaging or tampering with them. Train maintenance personnel on how to properly inspect and maintain fire-stopping systems. Encourage everyone to report any signs of damage or deterioration to fire-rated walls or fire-stopping materials. By creating a culture of fire safety awareness, you can help ensure that fire-rated walls remain effective for years to come. When dealing with electrical installations, it is crucial to prioritize safety in compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. Never attempt to work on electrical systems unless you are properly trained and qualified. Always disconnect power to the circuit before beginning any work. Use appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and eye protection. If you are unsure about any aspect of the installation, consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer. By following these safety precautions, you can minimize the risk of electrical shock, fire, and other hazards. Fire-rated walls are not only important for protecting lives and property, but they can also help to reduce insurance costs and improve the resale value of a building. Insurance companies often offer discounts to buildings that have fire-rated walls and other fire safety features. Buildings with fire-rated walls are also more attractive to potential buyers, as they provide an added layer of safety and security. Investing in fire-rated walls and fire-stopping systems is a wise decision that can pay off in many ways. The information provided here is intended for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with a qualified professional before making any decisions about fire-rated walls or fire-stopping systems. Electrical safety is paramount. Understanding the principles of fire-rated wall penetrations ensures that electrical work contributes to, rather than compromises, building safety. Always remember to prioritize safety in all electrical work, and never hesitate to seek professional assistance when needed. By adhering to the code, using listed and labeled materials, and following proper installation techniques, you can ensure that electrical installations and fire-rated walls are safe and effective. This protects building occupants and preserves the integrity of the structure. The best approach is always to treat every project with the utmost care and attention to detail, ensuring that it meets or exceeds all applicable safety standards.